What's up, everyone? So, my name, Brandon Janowski. You don't know me? That's cool. We're gonna talk about Xbox Series X controller versus the new PS5 controller. Got them both in white, just to be fair. This one only comes in white. This one right now comes in, I believe, white, blue, and then regular black. I think the blue one's a little more expensive for some reason, but anyway, who cares, right? But the twist on this video is we're talking about these two controllers from a PC gamer perspective. So I actually don't have no Xbox. I got Xbox One. Okay, I got Xbox One. I got PS4. I got no next gen consoles. All right, let's get that out the air right now. This video is totally just mainly for you, the PC players, or yeah, just for PC players. Honestly, like you can look at this. They're controllers. They will do certain things on consoles, but these controllers have some disabilities, I would say, on PC that I'm sure they won't have on console. And that's mainly looking at this one right here. PS5 got a lot lacking on the PC side. The DualSense is really lacking. Right off the bat, still no wireless. Come on, Sony. Make the wireless work. I'm tired of using cables, right? But jump right in, right? Cables. Thank God. These things both use USB-C cables because honestly, that micro USB connector always fell out. Got me tight. Was a waste of time. Like who uses that? That thing is dead, man. So we got USB-C on both controllers. That's nice, right? But like I said, it's for PC players. So big but Xbox Series X is already taking home a point just because you can use it wireless on PC. Sorry. I really wanted to I actually bought this one first. I really wanted it to be good. I was like, oh, DualSense, oh, haptic triggers, gimme, please, gimme. But no. Big letdown. Steam, thank God came through with the save so I actually could make this video because originally the workaround to get this to barely work was so much work. It was just not worth it because you were barely getting functionality after doing a whole bunch of settings and a whole bunch of extra programs and everything, and it just wasn't working. Worth it, that. Alright, so let's break this down. We're gonna go through some of the features, some of those like disabilities I stated earlier on like why we can't use these PC 100% like we can on the consoles. Spoiler alert, the Xbox controller, it kind of just works on PC. I mean, you expect that. Microsoft, they got it together and I get that. But what I really did like, I personally, honestly, like the feel of the DualSense controller a little better. I didn't expect it, honestly. The joysticks or whatever, to me, I'm always going to prefer the Xbox layout up here. I think that's most people, especially the competitive people, but it is what it is, right? But one of the biggest things I want to get off my back, especially buying white controllers, the one downfall and improvement that both these controllers have was like their smallest increase in quality, but like a small decrease in like quality as well, because as people will tell you, the Xbox controller and the new PS5 controller, they have these rough textures on the back, and the PS5 controller actually does it unique. They got like X, triangle, box, and circle on the back, like super tiny. You could probably see it in like people's like standalone videos about this controller. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. These things get dirty. When I'm telling you these controllers get dirty, bro, like that grit, all of that grit stuff is just to pull dirt off your fingers. It must be. I don't know. These controllers get so dirty. Like, I'm telling you, I play with the PlayStation 1 a lot lately, right? I don't know if it's gonna come up, but that controller is dirty, Like, I'm telling you, I wiped this thing down like 4 or 5 times. I've only had it since like late October. So like, that's a month of use and I've already been wiping this thing down on the regular. And I don't play games too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I play my games. Like, I'll play for like 4 hours. I've been playing Odyssey, trying to run through that to get to Valhalla, but like, these things get dirty, man. And the Xbox hasn't been as bad. I think it's like a little more rubberized on the grip or something, but like, don't get the right one for the Xbox. If you choose Xbox controller, do not get these things get dirty, man. Like, that gritty texture on the back will have these controllers looking nasty, yo. Like, real talk. And then, like, just back down to the features, right? We got to my biggest complaint with both these controllers. They too dirty. Just too dirty. That's my biggest complaint, right? The PS5 controller. Let's just list it out right here. Boom. Wired only. That's your first caveat. Dirty. They both get dirty. You don't get the adaptive triggers or the haptic triggers or whatever they call it. You don't get that for PC games. Not yet. You know, they always say that's up to developers, so we gonna see. But right now, no haptic. And not really no DualSense. I mean, I haven't experienced the DualSense 100% because, like I said, no PS5, right? Scalpers got them. I do want to get one. I'm not gonna get, you know, for a minute. I got stuff to do and they scalped all over the place, alright? That's another story. But what I did like about this controller, you know, they say that the DualSense doesn't work on PC, but thanks to Steam, thank you Steam, thank you for making this controller work. Because it will not work outside of Steam. If you go to Ubisoft Connect, it won't work right off the bat. There is a workaround through Steam to get this controller to work on almost any game. And that's by adding like a non-Steam game application to your Steam library. So what I did is I went to my Steam, you know, I added AC Odyssey from Ubisoft Connect to my Steam library. It won't show any of your data, it won't even show a picture, so that kind of sucks, but it makes it work. I'm telling you, it wasn't working at all on Odyssey. I tried Ubisoft Connect, it just would not work. Once I added it through the Steam library, Steam's API takes over the control and you can actually use this in pretty much any game. So that was actually really good. And back to the whole point of that, anyway, I'm dragging. I've actually had some different kinds of rumble with this controller that I thought was pretty unique. So if anyone's played Assassin's Creed Odyssey or any Assassin's Creed lately, you know that you can parry, right? So when someone was attacking me, I would hit the parry, right? Boom, boom, parry up. And what I felt was that whenever Cassandra parried in the game, I felt the vibration like in the front, right? In the front, and I was like, okay, that's cool. The vibration feels a little weak. But as I played the game and I did other stuff, right? I jumped off a cliff, right? You feel a little light rumble down here. I'm like, okay. And then Assassin's Creed has this feature where when you're low health, the controller will just, I guess, vibrate full strength. So I was in a fight. I'm parrying, boom, boom, right? Slap, getting the parry. I'm feeling little vibrations in the front. They wrecked me a little bit. I get to low health. The whole controller starts going wow, like the vibration gets real strong, and I'm like, oh, so that must have been some DualSense technology. Like, oh, I felt it in the front. Oh, it was in the back. Oh, this is different motors. So that's what really got me hype. I really think it's just with this base implementation that it was working okay. I'm pretty sure that this will honestly be like the real next generational controller, versus this is just kind of an improvement on the previous Xbox controller. But to get this out the way real quick, if you're gonna get a PC controller, like no console, you're not buying a console, you're just picking up a controller, because some games are better with controller. I'm not playing Grand Theft Auto 5 with mouse and keyboard because I like to drive around in that game, and that's gonna be more fun on a controller, right? Just get the Xbox controller. If you're playing on PC, save yourself the hassle. They both got USB-C. They both can be plugged in. Rechargeable don't matter, because you gotta plug this one in. Oh, PlayStation controller rechargeable. It don't matter. Once you plug this in, it don't need no batteries. You can literally take the batteries out, plug it in, Gucci, you running them the exact same. And this one can actually go wireless. So that's like the biggest thing I'm gonna tell you off rip. This one can go wireless. No issues, no Steam API to do anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's running in the background, whatever, right? But this will work on any game 99% of the time on PC, unless it just doesn't support controller. You don't need to, you just don't have to deal with all that extra nonsense that you have to do with the Sony controller. And honestly, in my opinion, that makes this a clear winner overall. And you want to do a quick comparison to the old one. everyone says like, oh, it's not a big difference. Me personally, compared to the older controller, this is a custom one, by the way. Compared to the old controller, this one feels like way smaller. Like people say it's like, oh, it's very slight. It's no, like I noticed it on the first minute I picked this up. Like it is noticeably smaller and you can't really see it. But the main way I try to show my friends is that when you look at the B button, and you probably won't be able to see it on camera, it actually starts to go off the curve of the edge, while on the older controller, the B is like flat, like the rest of the ones. If you somehow have both controllers, just take a look. You're gonna see like the B is kind of hanging off the edge, you know, like this is the Xbox controller edge, you feel me? But also, you know, no indent, whatever. And it's actually heavier. That's what also blew me up. I don't know how it's heavier, but the D-pad, way better. I already told you guys about this is whatever, you know, nothing. But no matter which one of these you get to play on PC, they both will get dirty. They will get so dirty. They will both get really dirty. That's it. That's what I'm gonna leave it on. Both these controllers will get real dirty. And just go for the Xbox one. I bought this for $40. I bought this for $70. Half works on PC, fully works on PC, regularly goes on sale for $40, $35. I have not seen this on sale since launch. And, you know, budget. Go back a generation. You could probably find like a regular Xbox One controller for like $25. Maybe. You know, I'm not sure. But most likely, eventually. But, so yeah, thanks for watching. If you want more content, I've definitely got some planned. If you're playing on PC, just go Xbox controller. That's all I can say. It's just a waste of time to deal with all the Sony crap. And honestly, like, I do enjoy playing with the controller. Don't get me wrong. I play a lot of games with the controller. I kind of go back and forth. But like, when you can buy two of these for the price of one, you know, with taxes and everything, it's just like, pick up a second one and play with your friend. Play a co-op game, you know? Play something. Like, $30 is a huge difference to half work. But that's it, guys. My name's Brandon Janowski. I don't know why I did a stupid peace sign. I'm out. Thanks for watching.